It might look like Saturday night to you, but from my spot, the sun's rising. We're live from the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule for some Amiibo Pinnacle of Glory Daybreak action. My name's Quinn, I'm on commentary, but we've got no time. Team Iconic want to make this one quick. Let's go over to the betting booth to talk about the fate of the Tag Team Championships.
Hello and welcome to the betting booth today. We are starting off strong with a tag team title bout. Our contenders today are Team Iconic, facing off with the standing champions, the Glitz Pit. Team Iconic consists of Iconic Pack and Crash Power today. Iconic Pack equipped with a logical neutral spirit, with stats increasing after eating and knockouts healing damage. Crash Power consists of a logical grab type spirit with critical health healing. That means that at critical danger, they will suddenly heal. And starting off with a lot of pre-built-in damage to gain additional boosts at the start of the fight. And fighting to the other's team is the Glitz Pit with the Great Gonzalez, equipped with a sly defensive spirit with auto healing and an easier perfect shield. Along with Great Gonzalez Jr. with a sly grab spirit, increased move speed jump, and floaty jump. Make your predictions now and get ready for the fight. The clear favorite, the underdog, new up-and-comers. But the Glitz Pit is the champion for a reason. That experience and that notoriety does not come without proof. Let's see if Team Iconic can take down our reigning champions tonight in the tag team title bout. Good luck.
Hi, we're here for Pokemon Stadium 2 for the tag team title bout between Team Iconic and Glitz Pit, as these two sort of take a minute to figure each other out at the very start of the match, bounce around, figure it all out. Big hit of just a ton of feet, I guess, from the Great Gonzalez Jr. You're going to notice a lot of fights for the stage control in tag team bouts like this. It's going to go back and forth really, really quick. Again, we did have most of our bets coming in for Team Iconic. We're looking for an upset here. 4 bettors, 380 channel points, 93% of the bet coming in against Team Iconic, coming in for Team Iconic here. But if Glitz Pit wins, that's going to be 13.67 channel points for every 1 channel point that the singular bettor who bet on the Glitz Pit put in. That's RubyFire77. As we move into the continued match, I want to take a second to explain the rules here. You've noticed some stuff's already happened. We've got our first fall on Iconic Pack of the match. Gonzalez and Gonzalez Jr. are leading. You'll notice that at the bottom of the match here, you can't actually see the percentages of our fighters. We know that Gonzalez just received his healing because of the effect that happened against his box. You'll notice that there might be some smoke that happens there, but otherwise there's not going to be a lot of effects for you to know how exactly every fighter is doing. We also have Smash Balls in play and only Smash Balls in play. So you're going to see a lot of powerful finishing moves from our competitors as this goes on. Zed Katana calling for a ref in this match. We don't have a ref here at the Amiibo Pinnacle of Glory. We've just got the actual fighting that's happening on stage here. As it's, whoa, big fall coming out for Crash Power up against the Great Gonzalez. The Team Iconic is now leading 5 stocks to 4 in our 3-stock match. Iconic Pack went for a huge smash there using his ghost powers, but the Great Gonzalez was able to charge up his own smash attack and hit back in time. That healing, absolutely what Great Gonzalez has been doing absolutely the entire time this whole game, is something that he's just really good at it, something that he's been doing for a very long time here in the Pinnacle of Glory, something that's very iconic for him. He's going to continue to do that as this match continues, as we move into the fire stage of Pokemon Stadium 2. You'll notice also that hazards are on. Huge up attack does not gain any stocks for Crash Power, but it does indicate that Great Gonzalez might be a little bit low as he gets a double stock against their own teammate and the Great Gonzalez. Huge play from Crash Power, just absolutely on fire this match. Gonzalez Jr. finally taking their first stock 3 minutes into this match. It is going to be a long one here, folks. You'll notice Team Iconic's grabbing control of the stage, fighting back. Crash Power just sort of, maybe losing some momentum. A down air almost gets Gonzalez Jr. Gonzalez Jr., as I mentioned before, has that smoke on them, meaning that they are going to be really easy to knock out moving forward. Did want to take a second to mention, we play with a selection of relatively competitive stages here on aPOG, and we play with hazards on. We want to make sure that while you're still able to get an idea of how you're going to bet and how that's all going to work, there's another stock off of Gonzalez Jr. The Glitz Pit are already down to their final stocks, and Crash Power is just barely getting the lead with 2. It's 1-1 all. This one's going to be incredibly close. Gonzalez cannot make the jump back. It's all down to Gonzalez Jr. for the new Tag Team Championships. Playing it out safely, playing it out very safely. There's our first potential finishing move of the match. Crash Power is going to land a big kick. Another kick, jumping in the air to land that one. Gonzalez Jr. just doesn't know how to approach. Gonzalez Jr. has always kind of been considered the weaker link. Crash Power's got the ability to use their super move. Let's see if they can land it. No, they've missed. Gonzalez Jr. sneaks away. Not exactly known for his power, but definitely known for his ability to get out of situations. Zenkatana's saying that he doesn't know how to fight. Absolutely maniacally rude crowd coming for our competitors here. Another spinning kick from Crash Power. It's just up to if Great Gonzalez can make this happen, who doesn't seem to be super interested in being aggressive. They're just playing it safe, trying to survive in these last little bits of the match here. A downward spin is going to get it. We have new tag team champions. Team Iconic holding the tag team belts. We've got a new winner. Hi, welcome back to the booth. Team Iconic have got to be happy about that one, and that is the first ever loss for the Glitz Pit in the history of Pinnacle of Glory. It has been a long time. They've been very good at avoiding fights and making things work between themselves, but maybe now they've got to be a little bit aggressive. Hey, I wanted to take a second to thank Zen Katana for giving a sub to a member of the chat. I also wanted to take a moment to mention, if you open up the channel points on the bottom of your chat, you'll notice a few ways to spend them that will allow you to set up matches, set up certain segments, set up all of these sorts of things that will allow you to affect and change the story as it plays out. Now, I believe Elite Ridley is taking the stage. He's going to talk a little bit. He's got a match tonight with Starstorm. I think we've got a little bit of a promo happening. Let's get it straight on over there.
Fighters who are ready to brawl. They seem to have shared some words and are just itching to fight. Starting off, we have Starstorm with a logical fighting spirit equipped with easier dodging, increased side special, and up special strength. They are facing up against Elite Ridley, a logical defensive spirit with critical hearing and metal. You will gain health and become metallic upon taking critical damage. And with less landing lag, they are faster than my team. Place your bets and we will see how this fight goes. Ridley's been working for this, and now it is his time to fight. Will Starstorm let him take that plate? See how this goes? Not even sure what I'm saying, but all I know is we've got a fight. Get ready, and good luck. It is an even split on the bets so far. No one really knows how this is going to go down. It's anyone's game.
3, 2, 1, go!
We're back in Pokemon Stadium 2 for this match between Starstorm and Ridley. Listen, sometimes the stage randomizer is a little bit weird. Something I did want to mention going into this fight is that the type of spirits that these amiibo have equipped does matter. If you remember, back in the original Smash Ultimate days, that defensive spirits beat attack type spirits beat grab type spirits beat defensive type spirits. That means that Ridley's got the spirit type advantage in this match, and it's something that we're going to want to watch here as this match plays out. As we see moving into the wind type area of Pokemon Stadium 2, Elite Ridley holding the control of the stage, just sort of sitting around making sure that everything stays absolutely okay. Hits with a big hit of their wings. Starstorm's going to be fine. You get a lot of additional recovery powers. Our first ever finishing move is introduced to this match. Elite Ridley's looking like he wants to get it here. Not really immediately playing with it, though. Wants to... lands the hit on Starstorm. We'll see if Starstorm has over 100%. This might be the first hit of the match. It is 3-2 in favor of Ridley as they blow up Samus's ship. You know, Samus has got to be pretty sad about that one. Maybe we'll talk about her later, the Varian, that is. Lands a PK Flash up against Ridley. You know, Starstorm just coming into this match with the disadvantage of the types. Have to just make sure they're doing the best that they can as we shift into the electric version of the stage. Landed another PK Flash. Not a move you see out of a lot of NES players in a more competitive land, but this is not that land. Starstorm does need to be doing more damage, Rose. I would tend to agree with you there. Throwing out a PK Fire doesn't make it Elite Ridley able to make it back to the stage from that near fall. Lands a big hit with the yo-yo. Trying to follow up on it, isn't able to. As again, now Starstorm's got command of the stage, but it doesn't seem like he's super interested in doing much with it. We're seeing a lot of play around each other here, not a lot of play against each other, if that makes any sense. Is able to get a little bit of a heal from the fireballs here, but I'm not sure if they've got quite the space to recover. They don't! Beautiful edge guarding from Elite Ridley. We could be looking at a 3-stock in this first match. I jinxed it. I'd like to hereby apologize for the commentator's curse as the throw there takes the stock for Ridley. We could still be looking at a 2-stock. A 2-stock is still completely within range here as our second finishing move of the match moves around the rock type arena here in Pokemon Stadium 2. Again, Starstorm going for that PK Flash. I think looking for these big damaging moves, trying to use his extra range against him and just kind of getting broken apart by these fireballs. His game plan is clearly shorted out just a little bit as he kind of keeps moving here. He's able to move through the fireball, gets another up B. I'm not sure if he can make this back. He is going to be able to. Perfect PK fire range, but Elite Ridley's able to dodge away from it. Trying again for the heal. Did get Ridley to overcommit to a F smash, but isn't able to follow up against it. And again, you see these two just sort of figuring out their spacing, spending a lot of time, and then occasionally getting in a big move. Starstorm, I think, is just scared of this defensive-offensive matchup that he's stuck with. The grab is going to connect and finish the stock, and we've got a 2-stock victory for Elite Ridley. excuse me, just a little bit of a replay of that promo there, in case you were interested. Ridley not seemingly super interested in his gimmick, which is a very interesting place for him to leave off. Hey, next up, we've got a match for the Franklin Badge Championship. If you don't remember, the Franklin Badge actually created by Starstorm, the loser of the last match, way back in one of the very first episodes of aPOG several years ago. The creation of the badge is defined by a different type of match every single time it happens. Tonight, the badge is owned by Prince K of Training Mode, and he's going to be going up against the trainer of Pokemon League in an 8-minute Iron Man match. Thank you to Zen Katana for giving another Tier 1 sub away after that Elite Ridley win. I appreciate that you are keeping to your promises. Anyway, let's head over to the betting booth. Let's talk about this match between the trainer and Prince K. Oh, just kidding. There's a promo first.
It is a Franklin Badge match. We have the trainer versus the reigning champion, Prince K. As mentioned, this is going to be an 8-minute Iron Man match, which is a timed match instead of your regular free-fall system. We have the trainer with a logical grab spirit with a running start. That means they have improved stats at the start of the fight, along with strong throws. The champion, Prince K, has a first strike advantage, granting invincibility on the first hit of combat, as well as improved critical hit. This is going to be a different match than normal, and we'll see if either of these two can get the advantage in the fight. Strong advantage going to trainer in the betting booth, but Prince K has enough fans of his own. Actually starting to flatten out. It's an even match. Who's going to win? Not to conflate statistics with the betting odds, but seems like trainer is the favorite in this match.
Hello from Lilac Cruise as we move on to our 8-minute Iron Man match. I wanted to note just a couple of changes from our normal match here as Prince seemingly dives directly off of the edge and loses the first fall of the match within seconds. We'll get back to that, but I wanted to mention a few things first. So again, this is a timed match. Whichever player has the greater amount of falls after 8 minutes of combat will be the winner. Currently, if you notice those numbers down at the bottom of your screen, that is trainer up 1 to -1. And again, we do have the spirit advantage in play. I believe the Prince with the attack type spirit is beating the trainer who has a grab type spirit. Keep that in mind as we move forward, that Prince is going to be just dealing more damage to trainer. So that early fall may have been just them showing off. The other piece of this that's different, you will notice that we actually have the Smash Ball turned off for an Iron Man match like this. In this case, finishing moves are determined with a Smash meter down at the bottom of your screen just below. Oh, just kidding. The Smash Balls are on too. We're going to have a ton of finishing moves in this matchup as we really get underway, and these two slowly figure each other out. Prince landing a multi-hit move. We're going to bring the game back to 0-0 as Prince now not looking so bad. Probably somewhere around 40 to 50%. I know I arranged the finishing move, but the trainer is going to get his first finishing move of the match and land it against Prince, grabbing his advantage back. Again, we are at 1-1, or if you are counting in, real numbers, it is 2-1 in favor of trainer. Prince almost has his own finishing move, which is going to hit the entire screen. So that's going to be a separate form of advantage in that trainer's finishing move has the ability to miss, and Prince's does not. Again, as these two continue to figure each other out. This one's kind of a long haul, so you want to make sure you're not using all of your energy at the start of the match. You want to have some time for a real get up and go right near the end to make sure you can maybe get that last fall. Obviously, also the advantages that are coming from that we can't really see that come from the back and forth between how much you're gaining or how much you're losing before taking a stock off of your opponent. Because obviously, normally in a Smash match like this, the teams are just going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But if you're able to slowly eke in more percentage against your opponent, they're just going to be launched further and further and further, and their stocks are going to be taken out earlier and earlier and earlier. So that's something that you can really use to gain an advantage up against you in this match here. Again, lots of spacing, lots of footsies that we're seeing from these competitors. Lots of fear. You'll notice that Prince is getting a lot of usage out of that move where he's just jamming the trainer's Pokemon into those drills. And that is pretty hugely effective, mostly because that's a multi-hit move, so it's really hard for the trainer to be able to just hold his shield up against it. And again, we've got another finishing move on stage. Trainer looking really close to being knocked out here. Obviously, you've got the smoke, and switching to Squirtle, which is one of the more light Pokemon that he has in his arsenal, so to speak. So that's an interesting decision on Trainer's part. I think it's going to make him easier to be knocked out. Just like that, with some bad DI. We are back to an even game, 2-2. With about 4 minutes to go. So we're about halfway through this match, and it is as if we could have started here. I believe that it is also going to be close, Ruby Fire. But Prince is the one with the momentum here, again, just because of that spirit advantage. If they're able to catch up, it could work. But Trainer has more than proven himself to be a fighter that is capable of fighting around this advantage. Just like that. Countering a down smash with a down smash of his own. Going up 4-3 now? I've forgotten. Listen, it's my first time doing commentary. Trainer's got another finishing move. He's going to land it. That's a pretty safe landing. And he's going to get another stock. Up by 2 with 3 minutes left to go in this match. This one is looking pretty good for Trainer. Here comes Prince's finishing move, but I don't think it's going to do much. Oh, excuse me. Hang on. I just gotta, there we go. I'm sorry. I had to push a button. It is going to land a stock against the Trainer. They are up by 1 now with 3 minutes left to go in this match. This is not an insurmountable lead. This could, in fact, result in a comeback as Prince seems to be taunting, crouching over and over in the middle of the ring, showing some disrespect, uncharacteristic of fighters from training mode. That's him and R, the protagonist. You might have known him better as Ryu, and Simon the Hunter Belmont are in training mode altogether, and they're very much about bettering themselves and getting more interesting as fighters as they go along. And so something like that where he's crouching is kind of unexpected. Anyway, back to the match. About 2 minutes left. You can see Prince is just like trying to land something as that finishing move sort of disappears. Don't worry, there'll be more of them. Trainer's almost up to his, third now of the match? There's a lot. Prince skyrocketing off the stage, could lose another stock here. The tilt of Lilac Cruises saved him. Trainer getting a little cocky there, returning the crouch taunt in kind and getting punished with it with a down smash. The game is even. We've got 2 minutes left to go. For the record, if this is an even game, we will be going to sudden death, and sudden death will determine the winner of this match. Go off stage really low. Trainer's got a finishing move. Does land it, but barely does any damage with it. I'm not sure. No, he's gonna make it back just fine. He's got the flare blitz, of course. Prince probably gonna have a response of his own. It's gonna put Trainer in pretty rough situation, trying to compensate for it by landing big hits with a heavy character in the form of Charizard. Gonna be harder to knock him out. Trainer seems to be looking for the sudden death finish to this game. He thinks he can take it there. Again, these two are just sort of playing each other out. There's a minute left to go. I'm not sure if any of them can finish this out, like, obviously. Got a back throw from Prince. Prince almost has his finishing move, and there's another finishing move in play. If he wanted, he could just control the board and probably win the game here. He's got stage control for sure, and Trainer is clearly smoking. That will take the stock. Prince is up 1-2 -1 with just 30 seconds left in this match. All he's got to do is avoid Charizard, or excuse me, Squirtle. He gets thrown around. This is a great way for Prince to waste time. 16 seconds left. Just has to hold on. 5. Just 5 seconds left. Let's see if he can make it. An up smash from Trainer. We're going to sudden death in this match. It's going to close in. An up B from the Prince is going to do it. Prince K retains the Franklin Badge Championship in that 8-minute Iron Man match. Holy cow. Talk about suspenseful. Talk about back and forth. Talk about almost overcoming something there. I mean, really, had it not been for that well-timed up B, the Pokemon League would have taken that match back. It would have been really, really close. Hey, up next, we're going to talk about the American Phoenix and Donkey Rock. American Phoenix is coming out now. He's going to drop a little bit of a promo. Let's cut to him.
Team Awesome is on the line here. The American Phoenix with a logical neutral spirit, equipped with an increased side special power and another first strike advantage, invincibility after the first hit. Meanwhile, Donkey Rock is defending the existence of Team Awesome with another logical neutral spirit, slow but with super armor and increased physical attack. This is going to be a match with stakes, not to imply that the previous 2 title matches today weren't as important as this. This is gonna change up the entire groupings. And with the bets coming in, Donkey Rock, the clear favorite to win this match, Team Awesome. People apparently want to see it around. I'm not sure what the appeal is. But this fight is going to determine a whole lot. Let's see who wins. Good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Howdy from Mementos as we get into this match between Donkey Rock and the American Phoenix. You're going to notice Donkey Rock moving just really incredibly slow as a result of that slow super armor, but it's going to give every single one of his moves super armor. And again, that was that invincibility bonus that you just saw, those little effects coming in on the American Phoenix. And again, remember, we're playing with hazards on. So you're going to see the platforms that can sort of bounce you around come in on this stage, and of course all of Joker's posse is here to distract you, but the fighters can't let that do that. As Donkey Rock comes in, the trouble that American Phoenix is going to find in this match is that Donkey Rock tends to want to recover really high. That is, that he wants to start using his up special move when he's above the ledge of the stage, which is trouble for American Phoenix, because he really likes to launch people off to the sides of the map, which means that Donkey Rock is going to get a lot of space to recover every single time. American Phoenix dropping a taunt in the middle of this match after a simple hit. Donkey Rock seemingly interested in following that up as we get our first finishing move available on the stage, ignored by both players. And American Phoenix is going to be the first person to take that stock. I guess I shouldn't have said anything about it being troublesome, because he's able to just land a simple, well, maybe it is troublesome still, but I just should stop talking. The commentator's curse is too obvious here, huh? The wall coming in incredibly close to the side of the stage. That is going to be a big issue for American Phoenix, is due to his flipped nature, he almost falls off of the stage incredibly early. Maybe I shouldn't be saying anything, because then it happened again with Donkey Rock landing that wonderful clap up smash that he's very good at landing. He's also really able to charge these giant punches, something that you're going to see Donkey Rock using a lot, and you saw it there, was again that slow super armor that's going to let him just get basically invincibility for almost every single one of his moves. This truly is an unstoppable force meeting an immobile object, and the immobile object is a big gorilla with the first name Donkey. Going for a grab here. Donkey Rock taking control of the stage. That's another thing that you're going to see really great about that slow super armor perk. Just pawing at him right on the edge of the stage here as he tries to recover. Big back air. American Phoenix able to tech off of the hazard on this stage. Almost lands a knee of justice. That might as well be a finishing move in and of itself. A lot of play at the edge on this match. A lot of fighters sticking on the edge for a really long time, and their opponent able to capitalize off of that just because they're sitting on the edge and they're able to do stuff. That clap, however, will hit and register another stock for Donkey Rock. Donkey Rock taking a pretty clear advantage here. That steam on him is actually steam from having his giant punch charged. It is not because he is damaged. I think he's pretty low right now. American Phoenix has been landing things, maybe I'm wrong, just because of the amount of knockback that led into that tech there. This one, yes, that would have done it, and again it would have done it had there not been a wall there. American Phoenix cannot be happy. He's taunting in anger at this wall being there, wasting his precious time in this match. He's just got to land that good hit to get this kill to make it even. That will do it. Beautiful kick from American Phoenix. He's got to start landing moves that deal more damage. He's got to be behind by 30 or 40% at this point. That finishing move could do it, but it looks like it's in Donkey Rock's court. But again, neither of them want to go for it. They want this match to be as fair as it possibly can be between these two. No finishing moves interrupting them. Just a lot of throws, a lot of slow gameplay from Donkey Rock. I want to mention real quick, some of y'all have guessed it correctly. Team Awesome, made of Donkey Rock and Princess B, who he is keeping hostage, several question marks. It sort of seems like she wants to be there and is enjoying it and could probably just leave the team at any time. That back throw will end the game. One stock up for Donkey Rock as he takes the W. Hey, it's your turn to choose the way the story goes. Is the American Phoenix going to team up with Jason Lang or Kid Icarus? Vote now on your phones. If you'd like to spend some channel points that you've earned tonight while betting, you can do so. Additional votes cost 30 points each. It's also at this time that I'd like to remind you of the ways that you can play with the story down below the stream within your own channel points options. If you've been betting well enough, you might have just earned enough points to make that happen. Zen Katana announcing that they are paying for 10 votes to rock the vote and make Jason Lang team with Phoenix. The vote's tilting that way anyway, so this might end up being a little waste of 300 channel points. That's actually 50-50. You should be able to just hit vote. Jason coming out ahead. 5-7, 7-3, 8-9-3. Ends at 11-3 for Jason Lang, with multiple folks contributing channel points to that decision. All right. Well, in the future, American Phoenix is going to team up with Jason Lang in those matches. We'll see a little bit more about how that unfolds later. And again, one more time, if you can afford ways to play with the story, I'm just going to double check and make sure that nothing has changed. Yes, I do want to note a segment booked from Zen Katana, who is asked to let us hear you speak, Ridley. We love you. So that will happen at the next opportunity I can make that happen sometime within the next episode. Hey, next up we got a match between Mega Buster and Cassie Andrews, both of whom have been wanting to join some teams. Mega Buster's been wanting into Team Iconic. Cassie Andrews has been looking for an entry into training mode. They're both champions tonight, but only one of them can walk away having proven themselves and maybe getting to join the team. But first, let's talk a little bit about what's happening in Hothead next week. Pokemon League Blue goes up against Three Face for the Squad Strike Championship. The Frozen 2 takes on Rocket Booster for the new Challenger Championship, and it's Superstar Terry Bogart's very first week as Hothead Honcho. We'll see what he has planned as the person who gets to bet all of the single matches. You ready? Here we go. Mega Buster and Cassie Andrews.
Starting this match, we have Mega Buster versus Cassie Andrews. Mega Buster is equipped with a logical defensive spirit with Taunt and Meteor. That means increased vertical launching up and down, as well as a Franklin badge. Meanwhile, Cassie Andrews is a cool neutral spirit with undamaged speed, attack, and speed. Doubling up on both of them to get the maximum amount of undamaged potential. It looks like the bets are coming in, and it's even split. Mega Buster had an advantage at the beginning. Now Cassie Andrews is seeming to be the favorite. Cassie Andrews, we're securing the lead as the bets come in. About a 60-40 split. Lark Diet shouts for feminism in the chat along with MX Pain. There's a whole entire cheer squad supporting feminism, but will feminism take the lead? Who knows? Let's see who wins this match.
3, 2,
Welcome to Umbra Clock Tower as we take on the match between Mega Buster and Cassie Andrews. Again, Cassie's going to have a really big advantage. You can see how fast she moves when she's undamaged, when she hasn't taken any damage. So she has lost all of her extra spirits. Something that's really great for Mega Buster here is that he's got the additional toss and meteor. And that's something that he really wants to do. You're going to be looking out for that up tilt. It's a big old uppercut that he's going to use to send Cassie Andrews maybe launching into the stratosphere, or maybe something like that. Now, it's okay for folks who have bet on Cassie Andrews. She is going to get that stuff again whenever she's undamaged, which, you know, she has a lot of moves like Sun Salutation and Deep Breathing, which do heal her. Or when she loses her first stock, she will have that ability back again. There's another throw coming out from Mega Buster there. I do want to take a moment to just talk a little bit more about the sort of stakes of this match. Mega Buster has been interested in joining Team Iconic since before they won the Tag Team Championships earlier tonight. He thinks he's a really great fit with them. He thinks they're the sort of retro sort of icon that they'd be looking for to join their team. Cassie Andrews, of course, being a fitness guru, is always interested in looking to improve herself. And I don't know if she really needs to prove herself in this match to join training mode. It's kind of just a question if training mode thinks they have enough space, as Cassie Andrews takes a bolt point blank and is going to lose her first stock and then just kind of gets hit by a lemon and loses her undamage ability again. As the moving platforms of the hazards on Umbra Clock Tower almost take both of our competitors away, Mega Buster again just landing those up smashes over and over and over again. He tends to really favor them. Seems to be interested in giving Cassie Andrews a full charge of that Sun Salutation there as well, and a full Deep Breathing. You know, Cassie's really good at using her moves to power herself up as she takes on this. Ignore that notification. That's a new fancy move that someone has the ability to do. Forgot to blur that out. I think I was going to blur that out. as Mega Buster, yeah, seems to be coming in. Cassie's able to get a lot of these moves that are able to buff herself, but are not really landing much damage on Mega Buster. Now, this is something about the system that I am actually unsure about. I believe that someone with a neutral spirit like Cassie, there was the uppercut that we're looking for, the very, very dangerous uppercut that Mega Buster never wants to. You never want to see Mega Buster lands that. Sorry, excuse me. Something that I don't know about the spirit system is that normally, you know, again, a defense-type spirit would have an advantage over an attack-type spirit. I'm not sure if that's the case here. Mega Buster does land the finishing move. This could take the second stock for Cassie. It could be really bad. Yes, it will. I don't want to jinx it this time, so I'm not going to say anything, but I will say that this is looking pretty bad for Cassie Andrews as she willfully moves to the walk-off. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear them, again in the background, the crowd is chanting for feminism, but I don't know if that will help the fighter currently in the ring, unfortunately, as Mega Buster does chip away at Cassie Andrews' health once again. Almost lands that up smash again, but Cassie Andrews able to land an attack just as she comes up onto the stage. Saluting the sun with that Sun Salutation. Just in case you didn't know what that move meant or what it does, as we move to a more Final Destination style segment of this map. And the two, again, kind of dancing around each other, being afraid. Mega Buster doesn't want to land much of anything other than these lemons. I think he's afraid that he's not going to get into this match if he doesn't get a 3-stock. So he's just kind of playing it safe and playing keep away. Cassie in a very dangerous situation here. May not be able to make it. She's fine. No, but going back through the platform. Not quite sure what she's doing. Air dodges at a weird time. Does make it back to the stage. Mega Buster holding on to stage control pretty much for free. And again, just kind of going for more lemons. Not much time left in this match. Again, another finishing move available. Cassie not super interested in going for it. Mega Buster going for it. Yeah, Cassie's more interested in dealing damage to the actual person there. And Mega Buster looking out for his own ability to attack. Does gain the finishing move. This could be it. Does land it. Does take the stock after some pretty bad DI by Cassie Andrews there. You know, Team Iconic's got to be pretty happy with the 3 stock. I'm not sure what they're gonna think about it though. Sorry for the minor technical difficulties there. I don't know what quite happened. Anyway, looks like Chosen One Shulk is trying to pull Mega Buster back into his team fight for the future. We'll see if that's enough of a pull to keep him in. And so you know, Zen Katana, who asked for something good/bad happens for Iconic welcoming Mega Buster to the team. That would traditionally be classified under something different, which I would say would be probably like fantasy booking. So I'm going to consider that as a Iconic something good happens to Mega Buster, and hopefully that will count. Don't worry about it. It's the very first episode, and things have been confusing. Hey, up next, we've got a match between rank Triple S, that's Angel Killer and Speed Demon, versus 20XX, Phantasm and Reflector. This is a good old mid-card cooldown matchup between rank Triple S, who are pretty new to the scene, and some old favorites in 20XX. Let's get to it.
It's another team match tonight. We've got rank rank triple F, ranks versus 20XX 2020. I don't pronounce these things, I just describe them. Anyway, starting off, we have Angel Killer, a versatile grab spirit with weapon resist and increased stamina, teamed up with Speed Demon, a logical grab spirit with running start, improved stats at the start of the match, and a neutral special increase. Fighting for 20XX, it is starting with Phantasm and Reflector. I don't actually know which one's which. We have a Sly grab spirit with reduced landing lag, increased jump, and floaty jump. Teamed up with a logical attack spirit with increased move speed, increased dash attack, and impact run. Sorry I didn't do every single bit of research going into this. I did some. I got an entire list of what the spirits do, and I'm referencing them as best as I can. Going to the actual betting, rank Triple F seems to be the clear favorite in this match. An almost 2-to-1 split on the bet, or rather, 3-to-1, I guess, is how the statistics work on that. 20XX never really had their chance to shine despite their long history in aPOG. Rank Triple S is a bit of a newer team to the scene, but it seems like they have already struck a chord with a lot of the audience. Hopefully, this new support will bring them far. Those 20XX fans out there, hopefully you'll have your day. Maybe it's today. ThinkPlay is apparently giving all remaining points to Triple S. While Zen Katana is shouting for support of Reflector specifically.
Welcome to Spring Stadium for this match between Rank Triple S and 20XX. And I do just want to start this match out by confirming that yes, Phantasm, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, Phantasm is the blue bird. You may have heard him in other wrestling areas as Falco, and Reflector is the fox. You may have heard of him as Fox in other areas. As we kind of get underway here in Reflector and Angel Killer just kind of standing at the edge of the stage there, sort of just feeling out the air here in Spring Stadium. You know, we spend a lot of money on these portals that take people from the place that we're holding things. You know, in this case, Hyrule, hello Hyrule, to the actual stadiums where these things take place. And, you know, it'd be really great. I understand that you are enjoying the air and you're enjoying the additional audience that are here at Spring Stadium, but, like, if you could, like, actually have the match in question, that would be pretty great. Anyway, Angel Killer definitely having quite a bit of trouble here. Rank Triple S, of course, named... Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon about Rank Triple S being in trouble. They take the first stock of the match. Of course, named for their ability to land really strong combos and really moving really fast in their games, having that actually matter. Angel Killer almost actually is completely down to their first stock here. As previously mentioned, we are playing with hazards on, so some stuff that you want to look out for is those big pillars at the top of the screen there that you saw Phantasm knock up against as he loses his first stock of the game. They don't quite cover the whole of the ceiling blasting box, but they do get pretty darn close. This match, by the way, lots of very small hits, particularly in the air. Of course, you know, Speed Demon wants to land those. Phantasm wants to land those. I heard that he prefers the air quite a bit. Nobody seems interested in the finishing move that's happening right now. But in this matchup, you're going to see a lot of very small damage moves and not a lot of big hits. But when those big hits hit, they're going to matter a lot. That, I believe, was a team kill from Angel Killer, hitting their own teammate as Reflector's finishing move misses. This is a very bizarre match. There we do have a kill landed and almost taking out, well, actually did again take out their teammate in Angel Killer, who respawned and stood in place as Reflector is able to make it back to the stage, and we are looking at a 1-2 advantage in favor of 20XX. Just about 5 minutes left in the match. But looks like Rank Triple S are doing a pretty good job at grabbing stage control here. think a big part of this, Zen has been touching on it, but Reflector is the only person who has an advantage here with that attack-type spirit versus the other three's grab-type spirits. So, well, I guess I shouldn't say anything about him taking less damage because he just died, but, in every other situation, he's been doing pretty well, and hey, maybe Phantasm's got an opportunity here to pick up the pieces as this match just gets ever so closer as everyone plays very perilously toward the edge. Could be if Ranger Killer. No, of course not. Ranger Killer's got great recovery. Just kidding. Bouncing off the top of the stage and into the blast box. I should just stop talking. 20XX hitting one of their own there with that fire. Chained combo between Phantasm and Reflector into Speed Demon. And again, as Speed Demon just tries to get anywhere, I mean, it's just absolutely not going to happen. 20XX with an absolutely wonderful performance there. I think they have Phantasm. Let's talk a little bit about about how the betting's been going before we move into our main event. You cannot share POG points. It's just kind of something that happens in between these matches. You can't send them out to other people. You can, you get them by following or by subscribing or by giving bits or something like that. You can spend real money if you want to earn some POG points. By the way, if you'd like to earn 300 POG points, you should follow us. That could be a pretty big boon for you moving forward into creating how things happen. By the way, speaking of which, we got some betting reports from the chat, and unfortunately, Sync Plays has lost all 800 of its POG points tonight, and Zen Katana out here with a 100% bet rate. We'll see if that continues into our final main event match of the night, as Sheik, who has a couple weeks ago signed a contract for a match with the Tactician of Weapon Triangle, and we don't quite know exactly what's in the fine print of all of that, but hopefully it's a good thing. I doubt it's a good thing knowing who the Tactician is. That man likes to think of every single possibility. Let's go to the match.
It is our main event, Sheik versus the reigning aPOG champion, the Tactician. Sheik has an enthusiastic neutral spirit equipped with additional mid-air jumps and easier dodging. Meanwhile, the Tactician with a sly defensive spirit, including perfect shield reflection, weapon attack increases, and a back shield equipped. All forward direct attack can get through to the Tactician. This is our main event of the night. Bets are coming in, and it seems that the Tactician is the clear favorite, reigning champion for a reason. Sheik has an uphill battle to sway these votes. Oh, and I spoke too soon. It looks like Sheik, now properly registered as the underdog, is gaining the support of the viewers. Bouncing out to an even match, but will win.
Hey, welcome to Delfino Plaza for our main event tonight. Sheik versus the Tactician. The Tactician's back shield coming in immediately handy. We see these two kind of, again, get used to each other, get used to the stage. This is something that happens a lot in amiibo fights like this, is you'll see that the two fighters need to take a little bit of time at the start of every single new matchup for them to get used to the stage or get used to their opponent. But perhaps maybe these two don't need it. Sheik going for a grenade and almost having it backfire as Tactician tries to turn it into a down smash, going for a little bit of a combo of their own. Again, they've got weapon attack up, so it's something where you're going to see that they're doing just more damage than they normally would. A perfect shield on that bouncing fish, I believe is what that move is called, coming out from Sheik. As they attempt to land an up smash, they fail to land it. As we transform into this area of Delfino Plaza. You know, I should really play Sunshine one of these days so that I know what the areas of this map are. I don't think it's called Bouncing Carp, Zen Katana. I'm going to be honest with you. As these two deal with almost the first fall there going up against the Tactician. Looking pretty bad for the reigning champion as our first finishing move comes into play. Tactician might be interested in calling on even-headed Chrom. Or maybe... Oh my goodness, a terrible, terrible mistake there from Sheik, losing the first fall of the match to just a mistake, which might not be a mistake. They've landed the exploding teleport that they intended to land just a couple of seconds ago. As the finishing move moves away, neither of these competitors need it. They just need to prove everything out. Taking more falls. This is, up against this walk-off here. You want to make sure that you're staying far away from the bounds of the match. It could be pretty dangerous for you as the Tactician. Lands a pretty beautiful grenade. Again, the multi-hit moves are pretty complicated for Amiibo to understand. They don't quite hold shield throughout the whole thing, and then we'll just kind of get punished for it. You'll notice Tactician's having a lot of trouble approaching Sheik in this matchup, and Sheik is just kind of continuing to land things. That they're spinning up air there, a neutral air there. Tactician fighting back with a neutral air of their own, perhaps hearing me after taunting. Telling me that maybe he can approach a little bit, and he's making fun of people who tell him that he can't approach, which I would consider to be rather rude. Back and forth continues between these two. Big down smash from the Tactician. Gonna hold out, even things out. Sheik still with the advantage, got a lot of percentage up on the Tactician. We don't know quite how much. We know that they're smoking. We know it's over 100%. The challenge for Sheik is going to be landing that final hit that actually gets the knockout. Something that Sheik has always struggled with in the past. That will take it. We're 1-1. We're even. Now, excuse me. Seems like actually Sheik is the one who's behind, but Tactician taking the opportunity to land a little bit more damage up against Sheik here. Again, both ignoring the finishing move. It'll just kind of happen. Like, either this could be really big. No, Tactician's gonna jump out of the way and dodge it. You'll notice that a lot of Amiibo just kind of tend to ignore the finishing moves when they're available, or maybe they'll both go for them. It's kind of a 50-50 switch. This is a lot of pressure on Sheik. She's got to swim her way out of here. She's going to make it just fine. Landing a big combo. Unable to follow up on it. Not quite sure why. Could have ended Tactician there. We could have had a new champion had that combo been followed up, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Again, looking for that bouncing fish, right? It's so close between these two as we arrive. Tactician's got a really bad disadvantage. Sheik's got it now on that walk-off. You really want to be cautionary. You really want to look out if that happens. Again, just all of these small hits, they're just going to keep adding up. Tactician's not quite sure what to do about the pressure. That neutral air at the edge will do it. The Tactician will retain the aPOG championship. I guess we'll find out what's in that contract. Some chilling words there from Tactician to end the night. We'll see what he means next time on Daybreak, because we're out of time for this week. But thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for coming out. I hope you had a great time. I hope you had fun. I don't have a good way to outro these yet. I kind of forgot how to. I didn't put up an outro screen. It's been a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. We're gonna be out of here. We'll see you next week on Hothead for a different roster, different championships, different gimmicks. And then we'll be back to here next week, where apparently Ridley, Elite Ridley will get to speak, and something good will happen to Mega Buster. We'll see how that works out. See you soon.